Good morning, everyone. It is June the 7th, 2025. There's an old expression about addressing the elephant in the room. Well, we also have elephants, all right, but it's not that they're necessarily in the room. We actually have them online as well, and on our YouTube. In this case, I do have someone that they're a very unwell person that is online with us, and I want to say something about this. And it's these unwell people. I have these go too far sometimes with their comments, and you can tell that they're unwell. So I wanted to talk about that today. And as you can see, I've come armed because I've made notes on the situation. It's because I do answer people on my YouTube channel that do write in, but if the comments are not appropriate, I don't feel that they're appropriate, I don't say or respond to these people because I can see that they're very unwell. So that's what I want to talk a bit about today. And these people, they're so insecure, and they're insecure individuals, and they will often do anything to get attention, whether it's bad or good. Bad attention only ends up with bad results. You will, for example, find yourself more alone than you were, as people will shun you and your behaviors. In some cases, ending up with more punishment on yourself as life goes on for other people. Your life starts coming, in some cases, to a screeching stop, and you don't pass go, as other people will step in and legally take charge of your life, and you have no say in the matter. Another example, if you fail to follow the rules and regulations of society, then you put yourself under more regulations. And the more people fail and disrupt our society by even a small number, that also can grow there. We all suffer by losing our freedom because of bad behavior of some as well as all getting punished for the few, and unfortunately, new rules are made, and we all now have to follow the new rules. This too was what my grandfather and parents taught me growing up. When some people don't want to obey the rules and behave in a manner that freedom means that you can do whatever you want with no consequences, then everyone gets punished with less freedom. For example, if everyone driving thought through the freedom when you could disobey a red light. We're just using a red light as example, and you go through it. If we all did it, can you just imagine the disaster if we didn't obey the rules, the traffic rules, for just an instant? And the rules around traffic lights are there for a reason, to try and keep us safe. I think that's a very good reason to have some rules in place. And there's another old expression that I grew up with. If you don't have anything worth saying, don't say anything, because you can only make a fool of yourself, as the attention you're going to get is that people are not laughing with you, but laughing at you. Example, criticizing people you don't even know. You say something you don't have any knowledge about makes you look like a fool. So at times trying to give an opinion when you're under the influence, which was questionable to me when reading the comments, as it appears to me you were getting my videos mixed up with one another. So you commented also your comments didn't also make sense. But some good criticism I will give you is, before you criticize others, take a good look at your life and yourself first, and see what you need to make, where you need to make improvements in your life, and don't say you're going to do it when you're just going to stay on your couch and do nothing to improve yourself, but you were going to just sit there and let the world go by and find yourself so far down the rabbit hole by now, by not taking charge of your life and dig yourself out, which only you can do, no one else can, even if people try to help, etc. Still up to you to even try to meet people who are trying to help. Even halfway is a start. This was one life skills that my grandfather and parents passed on to me. This didn't come easy either. It took a lot of hard work to be where I am today. I learned the hard way, sitting around feeling sorry for yourself and wanting others to pity you. You will at some point it will at some point backfire on you. One of the easiest games to play in life is what I call the blame game. Often people who are insecure people are quick to blame everyone and everything in life, but life is what you make it. No one else can live your life for you. The other game is the pity game, and wanting attention and pity from people around you, till people realize that they are being manipulated by you. Then everyone just gives up on you, like often in families where addictions is a problem, and family members put their time and energy into try and help you, but finally realize their efforts are useless, and you find yourself being kicked to the curb. You get kicked out of the family, for example, and you are now somebody else's problem, which when you finally fall down the rabbit hole, it also, you can become society's problem. And how does society respond to someone who does not want to claw their way out of the rabbit hole that they are digging themselves deeper into, and are just content, for example, living financially off the system, and are just content to get free food, money, clothes, the bottom rung of our society, and just sit there content to exist in a state of being seen, not heard, and people become repugnant in the eyes, and you become repugnant in the eyes of society that walks past you, pretends you don't even exist. You are but a shadow of existence. Even eventually those few who are still trying to help you, and in some cases they burn out trying to help. Thankfully, some people can be saved, and their stories are the ones of personal triumph, being in the darkest part of the rabbit hole and finding the light for themselves. If you are lucky enough to find someone willing to help, if you are serious, then don't push them away. However, this is about your attitude and willingness to follow rules and suggestions, and willingness to fight and live. As a survivor myself, it took everything I had in me and good people also helping to be where I am today. I am among the living and enjoying what I have left in my life. And when things turn upside down, on some days I can turn to my good people for support. That's why I always say we need to lean on one another for support to conquer life's ups and downs. But that is a two-way street for all parties involved. People who are unwell, like the individual who I'm talking about on the channel, are often so miserable with their own lives and stuck so far down the rabbit hole, caught in this trap that they themselves made, yet blame everyone else. They have to make other people's lives so miserable, and out of this desperation need to make other people's lives miserable. So in their minds they feel good and heard. We all have a right to life, but it's how we go about living our lives and treating the world around us. At my age, life wasn't a piece of cake with ice cream. My life's lessons often came from the hard lessons, going down the rabbit hole, pulling myself up out of the rabbit hole the hard way, and sometimes sitting on my ass, wondering what just hit me. A Mack truck, then realizing if I survived being hit by a Mack truck and run over to find myself living another day, then I was meant to live and find enjoyment in my life. We all have to find our own way in life, and it can be challenging to say the least. But now at my age, I found out it was all worth it. Not to say life is still challenging even at my age. So what do you do about this individual? I don't condone this behavior on my channel. I see this individual as someone who has fallen down the rabbit hole, and how far down the hole is up to them. But using my channel to rant on that they can be heard and acknowledged in this totally unacceptable behavior, not only to me, but to my viewers who are like me, trying to find solutions to problems we all face today in today's world. in response to this individual. One thing I've seen on YouTube, that people who are responsible are simply blocking this party off the channel for another because of further disrespect. We can monitor ourselves and don't necessarily need YouTube to do it. Our technology has given us the tools to do it. I hope this individual finds the help they need, but only they can help get themselves out of the rabbit hole, as one day consequences will catch up to them. I do wish this person well. As a footnote, this is where when people get to the point in life when they are so low in life that many undesirable traits come out, and displaying from bullying, things can get physical to those around them. It is also brought by jealousy, because you may have what they want, and so feel down. So they're so far down the rabbit hole that they feel useless and will never reach what life really intended them to have or be. I will leave you with that final thought. So everyone, be safe. Have a great day with your watch your surroundings, and we will talk again soon. And I just felt that this was something that was necessary to talk about. I'll probably have more on the subject too, but I just wanted everyone to really think about what I had to say today. I know it's a little bit rough. It's been a busy week on me with my senior programs and that, trying to get ready for the summer and that, and things shutting down for the summer. So again, we will talk soon, everyone, and you take care and be safe, and pay attention to people around you, and take a good look at your own life too, and see if there's improvements that you can make. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye.